Welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to solve mathematics paper 1, that is 2022. This is the paper the 2022 external candidates wrote. So in this video I'm going to solve this entire paper. So when we look at this entire paper, it consists of two sections. We have got section A and section B, as you can see in the instructions. So I'll read through the instructions together. So the instructions to the candidate, number 1 is pull out the inserted answer sheet from the question paper. So what you need to do is, when you're given a paper, the first thing you need to do is you go and pull out the answer sheet, and this is the answer sheet that you are going to find. So once you have found this answer sheet, what you need to do is you need to write your particulars here. As you can see there, you need to write the examination number, which will be on your ID as well, and the center name. You are going to write the name of the center or the school where you're writing from. Then you're also going to write the school center code. So as you can see, there is no provision where they're asking you to write your name. So it's examination number, center name, and the school or center code. That's what you need to write here. So after you have done that, then we go further. On the instruction number 2 is write your examination number and school center name and code on the answer sheet. This is what I was explaining. Then 3, there are two sections in this question paper, section A and section B. Answer all the questions in both sections on the answer sheet provided. So when you find the answer, you're going to write the answers on this answer sheet provided. So as you can see, section A, there are just multiple choices, and you can see the instructions there. It's saying for each section, mark your choice with a cross or X. So that's what you need to do. If your answer is A, you write A. If it's B, you write B. Okay, just like that. Okay, so you're going to cross, not that you write B, you cross where there is B. Okay, once I've done that, then the next thing is okay, answer all the questions on the answer sheet provided. So I've explained even instruction 6, which is across the answer I've chosen. As you can see, they have demonstrated that's how you are supposed to. So no paperwork is to be provided. Any working should be done on the question paper. So that means when you're solving a question, you're not going to write, they're not going to give you an extra work. But as you can see, there is this column where they are saying space for working, so you can do your working here. Okay, then let's go to the 6th instruction or 7th instruction. Only the answer sheet should be handed in. So after writing the exam, you shouldn't hand in this paper, but you hand in the answer sheet. Okay, the answer sheet where I've written all your answers. So I'm going to be demonstrating on how you write the answers even on the answer sheet. Okay, then the instruction again saying information for candidates, cell phones and calculators are not allowed in the examination room. So when you're writing paper 1, there is no need for you to carry a calculator or a cell phone. You just go without those things. That's what you need to do. Okay, now let's go into solving this question. I'm sure you are clear with the instructions. So I'm going to put my answer sheet on the right side here. Every time I need to indicate the answer, I'll be getting the answer sheet. So let's go to question number 1. Okay, question number 1 is, what is the supplementary angle of 15 degrees? What is the supplementary angle of 15 degrees? So you and me, we know that the supplementary angle of any supplementary angles, these are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. So if we are asked to find the supplementary angle of 15 degrees, then we are asked to find an angle that we can add to 15 to give us 180 degrees. So what we're going to do to find this answer, we're going to say 1, or we can say 15 degrees plus x, we don't know this angle, is equal to 180 degrees. So we're going to put like terms together, then we remain with x is equal to 180 degrees minus 15. So when you subtract that, we're going to have x is equal to, so 180 minus 15 will give us 165 degrees. So the correct answer is 165 degrees, and it is C. So I'm not going to mark my answer on this question paper. Instead, I'm going to get the the answer sheet where I've written all the details. I haven't written the details, but you need to write all the details. And then I come where there is C. So question A, it's C. So the provision for the question is C. So A, B, C, D. So my answer found is C. So I'm going to mark here C. Okay, I'm going to cross there C as my correct answer. Then I'm going to go to question number 2. Okay, which of the following is an input device? Which of the following is an input device? We have keyboard, we have monitor B, we have printer, and we have speaker. So monitor is neither a so I'm saying monitor is neither an input or output device. It is just a device that we use to when you're looking at the computer to see what you're doing. So the correct answer here is A, which is a keyboard. So A is correct, which is keyboard. So I'm going to mark letter A here on question 2. Okay, then we're going to go to question 3, which is which of the following is irrational number? So when you find the square root of 4, it's going to give you 2. The square root of 4 is equal to 2. Okay, then the square root of 25, I'll skip 5 first. I'm going to go to the square root of 25, which is equal to 5, and the square root of 36 is equal to 6. Now, when you look at these two numbers, when you look at these three numbers are not irrational numbers, they are rational numbers. Therefore, we can tell that B is the one that is giving us the answer, which is the square root of 5. For sure, the square root of 5 is not going to be a whole number, it will be a decimal number. So we're going to say B, and B is on, 5, and 5 is on B. So the correct answer for question 3 is B. Okay, is B. Okay, now let's go to question number 3. Always put your answer sheet at a closer space so that it's easier for you to reach out for it when you need to reach out for it. So the next question is write 97.349 correct to the nearest tens. Correct to the nearest tens. Now, here you should understand. Let me just rewrite the Let me just rewrite this number. So we have got 97.349, and we are told to write it to the nearest tens. So what it means here, I'm going to ignore these numbers. Okay, correct to the nearest tens, because as I can see, this is the tens, isn't it? So I'm going to consider this number and this number. Okay, so now since this number is bigger than 5, that means I'm going to add 1 to 9. Okay, so when I add 1 to 9, so I've got 95, then I add 1 to 9, it's going to give me 10, so I'm going to write 10. And where there is 0, where there is 7 here, there should be a 0. Since this 7 is gotten rid of, then it's going to be 100. So the correct answer is D. Okay, the correct answer is D. So basically, this is what you need to do. So what you're going to do now here, we're going to mark D here on 4. We're going to mark D here as the correct answer. Okay, once we have done that, we can go now to question number 5. Okay, so basically what you can do for you to learn better, for you to learn well, what you are supposed to do is first, you can also be pausing this video, then you try to solve the questions. And when you solve the questions, you come back, you check how to solve this question. Then I'm going to, then you could check your answer and the answer I've found. So pause the video, check if you have found, find the answer, then check the answer you found with the video, with the answer I'm going to get in this video. Okay? Okay, so once you have done this, then the next thing we're going to do is this now. Now we're going to go to question 5. So question 5 is asking us to find the value of 2 raised to the power of 6 divided by 2 raised to the power of 3. Okay, so here there are two methods that you can use to find this answer, to find the answer for this question. There are two methods. So the first one is, what you need to do is rewrite the number. We have got 2 raised to the power of 6 divided by 2 raised to the power of 3. Then what you can do now here is you expand this. So you multiply 2 by itself 6 times. Okay, by itself 6 times. So that is the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. You put them in brackets, then you divide by 2, which is going to be expanded. We are talking about this 2, we are going to expand it 3 times. So we're going to have 2 times 2 times 2. Then what we're going to do here, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2, 16, 16 times 2, 32, 32 times 2 will give us 64. So it's going to be 64 divided by 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 4, 8. So we're going to have 8. So 64 divided by 8 will give us 8. Okay, that's the correct answer. So as you can see, the correct answer is A. The other method, the easiest one and the fastest, since you are in an exam, you just have to what you need to do is you can just check in this number we are given the base. These numbers, they are the same. These numbers, they are the same, 2, 2. So we're going to write 2. Then we're going to go to the powers. Since we are dividing, when you're dividing the powers, you subtract the index. Okay. So what means we're going to divide this? So we're going to say 6 minus 2. When you're dividing powers, you subtract the indices or the exponents. So we're going to subtract 6 minus 3, not 2, but 6 minus 3. This 3. So 6 minus this 3. Okay. So when you subtract that, it's going to say equal to, then 6, 2. Then I'm going to write this 2 first. I'm going to write 2 here. Then I'm going to say 6 minus 3 will give us 3. So the answer we're going to get will be raise to the power of 3. Then this one we're going to expand it. We're going to say 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. So even here we've gotten the answer, which is 8. So A is the correct answer. So we're going to write A for question 5. The correct answer is A. You cross it like that. Okay. Okay, we go to question number 6. Okay. Question number 6. In a football tournament, a team scored the following goals in 7 matches. So 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, and 5. Find the median score. So here what you need to understand is what is a median. So a median is a number that is found on the middle. When you arrange the numbers in order, they can either be in ascending or descending. They can either be in ascending or descending. The number that will be on the middle is the median. So what we're going to do here is going to put numbers in order. So we are going to look for numbers that are the smallest. We have got 2's, they are the smallest, and there are 3 2's. So I'm going to write 3 2's first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then I'll put the commas here in between. Then how many 3's? We have got 1 3, 1 4. Okay, 1 3 and 1 4. So I'm going to write 3, 4. Okay, and then we have got how many now remaining 5's? There are 5 5's. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are told that they played 7 matches. So we can count if these goals, the number of goals are 7. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7. Okay. So there are 7. So the other method you can do is by circling. You circle the first number and the last number. You circle the first number and the second number. The second first number and the second last number. Then the third from the first and the third from the last. The number that is in the middle is the correct answer. So here the correct answer is 3. 3 is the median of these scores which were scored. So the correct answer is B. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to get the paper. This is question 6. And I'm going to mark the answer, which is 3, which is B, on question 6. The multiple choices, which is here. So I'm going to mark it like that. Okay. Once I've done that, then I'm going to put my answer sheet there. Then I'm going to go to question number 7. So question number 7 is here. So question number 7 is as follows. Given that the universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set A is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. And set B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. List the elements of A intersection B complement. A intersection B complement. Okay, so what we know is we have numbers from 1 to 10. Then we have got set A, which has got 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so complement. So what we need to do is A intersection B complement. So we need to find the numbers that are found in set A and set B. Okay, so as you can see, 2 is found in set A and set B. We cancel it out. Then 3, let's check, it's not there. 4 is not in set A. 5 is not in set B. 6 is not in set A. 7 is not in set B. 8 is not in set A, and 9 is in both. So 8 and 9 are in both. So, oh sorry, 2 and 9 they are in both. So 2 and 9 they are in two sets, and those elements have cancelled are the ones that forms A intersection B. Okay, are the ones that forms A intersection B, meaning they are found in both A and B. Now the question is asking us to list members of A intersection B complement. That means we're going to leave out 2 and 9. The rest will be recorded. So our set A intersection B complement will consist of, then we are going to open bracket like this. Then we're going to have 1, 2 is cancelled, so we're not going to include it. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is cancelled, as you can see, so it's not going to be included. So we're going to have 10. These are the elements of A intersection B complement. And which one has those elements? So you see that the multiple choice C, the answer C has got those elements of written there. Always you remember to put commas in between elements of a set. Okay, so as you can see, that means say answer C has got the correct answer. So on question 7, the correct answer is C. So C is the correct one, so I'm going to cancel it like that. Here in this video I'm using a pencil, but in an exam you're going to be using a pen, so you use the pen to do that. Okay, we go to question number 9. Question number 8. We go to question number 8. Okay, question number 8 is saying evaluate 5 minus negative 2. 5 minus negative 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the expression, which is 5 minus negative 2. Okay, 5 minus negative 2. Sorry if my 2 is not clear. Okay, 5 minus negative 2. So what I'm going to do is I want you people, you viewers, to think as though here there is a 1. So we have got negative 1 and this negative 2. So we are multiplying, and immediately there is a number in the bracket, so we deal with the multiplication first. As board mass, so we will deal with multiplication first. So when we say 1 multiplied by, so I'm going to write 5 first before I multiply. Then I'm going to say 1 negative 1 multiplied by negative 2 will give us positive 2. Okay, then when we evaluate 5 plus 2 will give us 7. Okay, so 7 is the correct answer. Positive 7 is the correct answer. So the correct answer was A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this paper and go on question on number 8 and mark the answer A as my choice of the answer. Okay, so I've chosen A as the correct answer in this question. Please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Basically, this is what you need to do when you're writing mathematics paper 1. Remember, this is easy learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. So please keep watching the video up to the end, as we are going to enter section B, where we're going to deal with the questions that we need to solve. Okay, all right. Okay, so we go to number 9. Number 9, question 9, we have got the shape below is a net of A. So a cone, A, B a cube, C a kite, D a pyramid. So the diagram here, this diagram is the net of a pyramid, a square pyramid. A square pyramid is called a square pyramid because the base here is the square. I don't know if it's a rectangle, but this is a pyramid. So it can even be a rectangular pyramid or a square rectangle, depending, because these sides seems to be longer than these, so it can be even a rectangular pyramid. So the correct answer is the pyramid. This is a pyramid, so the correct answer is D. On 9, the correct answer is D. Okay, so I'm solving question paper for paper 1, 2022 external mathematics grade 9. This is the paper that came in August. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, so question 10 was as follows. Which of the following triangles are congruent? So when you look at these triangles, you will see that the triangles that are congruent are P and R. P and R. So the correct answer is P. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to get the answer sheet and marking B as the correct answer. Okay. Okay, once we have done this, then the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to go to section B. Okay, so question B is as follows. Section B is as follows, and we are starting from question 11 to question 30. So question 11 is write the question 11. Okay, before I go to question 11, let me go through the instructions. The instruction is each question in this section carries 2 marks. So each question in this section carries 2 marks. Okay, so we are told to say, given that M is equal to 1, 2, 0, 1 through 8, state the order of matrix M. So that is matrix M. So the order of matrix M, so what we need to do is we need to start by counting the number of rows. So we can see that we have got 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 rows. So we're going to write the order is, I'm going to write 3. Okay, then how many columns? So we can count the columns. We have got 1, 2. So the matrix is 3 by 2. That is the order of the matrix, and that is the correct answer, which is 3 by 2. Okay, next we are asked the question to find the answer. So we have found the value of the order of matrix. So we are supposed to write that on this question. So we have got A there, and that is question 11A we found. So we're going to write 3 by 2. So if you are using the pen, you're going to use pen there to write the order, which is 3 by 2. Then once we have done that, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the value of 3m. So we multiply this matrix by m. So we're going to write something like this. Okay, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, then 3, 8. Okay, then this will be multiplied by 3. Okay, so we're going to start by multiplying by 3. So I'm going to write something smaller here. Okay, because of space, then I'm going to say 3 by 1 will give us 3. Then 3 by 2 will give us 6. Then 3 by 0 will give us 0. Then 3 by 1 will give us 3. Then 3 by 3 will give us 9. Then 3, this 3 by 3 is 9. 3 by 8 will give us 24. Okay, so we're going to come up with a matrix which is 3, 6, 0, 3, 9, 24. So I'm going to write this matrix here. So my answer is going to be like this. It's going to be so if you want, you can even write in. You can even, okay, if you want, okay, let me just write the way I've written it. So you put the value of that, which is going to be, we found it, that is it's going to be 3, 6. So we're going to write 3, 6, then 0, 3. So I'm going to write 0, 3 like this. Then that is 9, 24. Then I'm going to write 9, 24 and close like that. Okay, so that is the answer I'm going to put there. Or you can also say 3m is equal to, then it's going to be like that. 3m is equal to, then it's going to be that. That is the matrix we're going to get. I'm sure I have remembered that what we have done here is multiplying a matrix by a scalar. Multiplying a matrix by a scalar. Okay, so the next question is we are asked to factorize 2ab squared minus 4b. Okay, so what I'm going to do now here, I'm going to go into working space, which is I'm going to write 2ab squared minus 4b. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at first at these two numbers, 2 and 4. Which number can go, what common factor of 2 and 4? It's 2 itself, so I'm going to write 2. Okay, then I'm going to look what is the variable that is found in a and b. Oh, sorry, in 2ab squared and in 4b. The variable that is found in both is b, so I'm going to put b. And as you can see, there is b raised to the power of 1. The one with the smallest power is the power we're going to get, which is b. Okay, then once I've done this, then I'm going to open bracket. Then I'm going to say, then we say 2ab squared divided by 2 will give us a b. Okay, will give us a b. Okay, then we're going to say 2b into negative 4b, it's going to give us 2. Okay, so the value of this answer, or when I factorize this expression completely, it's going to give me 2b open bracket ab minus 2, which is going to be the answer. So I'm going to write that answer here on question 12. Please, you should always be very careful when you're copying the question, the answer, the final answer. You make sure that you write it on the right number. So it's going to be 2b open bracket a b minus 2 close bracket. Okay, so that is the final answer you copy there. So we're going to get that, which is 2b open bracket ab minus 2. Okay, we go to question number 13. Okay, all right, so question number 13, let me just look for something I can use for working out. We have got question number 13, which is okay, so question 13 was as follows. A businessman invested 650 for 6 months at an annual simple interest rate of 15%. How much interest did he earn? Okay, so this businessman had put, I'm going to use this for working out. So we are told he had put 650. So first of all, I'm going to come up with the formula for interest, which is interest is equal to principal multiplied by rate, then times time over 100. Then we're going to say equal to, so what is the principal? How much did he invest? He invested 650 kwacha. So I'm going to ignore the zeros first. These 2 zeros, I'm going to ignore them a bit. Then what was the interest rate? We are told is 15, so that's what we're going to put on the rate. We're going to say multiplied by 15, then multiplied by, then what is the period? The period we are told is 6 months, so we're going to multiply by 1 over 2, because there are 12 months in a year. So if it's 6 months, that is half of the year. So we're going to write 1 over 2. The whole of that divided by what? 100. Okay, so what we're going to do now, since we have got 350 there, so we can say here we're going to put in this, we're going to divide by 100, so it's going to give us 6.5 kwacha. Then we cancel that, and 100 by 100 is going to give us 1. So 1 into that will give us 1 into that is going to give us what? 1 into that is going to give us something like 1 into 6 kwacha 50 ngwe. It's going to give us 6 kwacha 50 ngwe, which will be multiplied by 15, then multiplied by 1 over 2. So 1 over 2, when you multiply this, we cancel this, and this is going to give us 7.5. Okay, so 7.5, then we can come here, we write 6.5 kwacha, 6.5 kwacha times 7.5. Okay, times 7.5. I'm sure you're following me very well. So when you multiply that, it's going to give us what? When you multiply that, it's going to give us let me just see how I can multiply. When I multiply that, it's going to give us 48. Okay, so when I multiply that, so what I can do is I can multiply it like this: 6.5 multiplied by 7.5. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ignore the decimal points and the decimal places. I'll take them as whole numbers. So I'm going to multiply like that. 5 by 5 will give me 25. Okay, so I'm going to write, so not what I've written here now. I don't know what I'm writing. 5 by 5 will give me 5, 25. Then I'm going to write 5, carry 2. 5 by this will give us 30. 30 plus 2, it's going to be 32. So since there is no number multiplying the other side, I'm going to write 32, just like that. So multiplying 5 by 65 is going to give us, 325. Then 325, I'm going to put a 0 here. Then I'm going to multiply 7 by 5 will give me 35. So I'm going to write 5 here, carry 3. Okay, so I'm going to multiply, this is 0, then 5 by, I'm going to multiply 6 by 5 will give me 42. 42 plus 3 is going to be 45. So it's going to be 45. Since there's no number, I'm going to multiply on the other side. So I'm going to write 45. Okay, like this. Then I'm going to add. Then here, 5 plus 0 will give me 5. Then 2 plus 5 will give me 7. Then 3 plus 5 will give me 8. Then 0 plus 4 will give me 4. Okay, so I've got 4. And now, once I've done this, I'm going to come here to count the decimal places I have in these two numbers. So I have 1, 2, so that's 2. So meaning this answer is going to have 2 decimal places. So so the decimal point will be here, and the answer is going to be 48.75 kwacha. So this will be the interest. 48 kwacha 75 ngwe. 48 kwacha 75 ngwe as the interest end in 6 months. So what I'm going to do now, once I've found this answer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the paper. Once I get the paper, then the question is question 1, because you need to be very careful with the number of the question. So the question is on number 13. This is number 13 I was solving, so I'm going to write the answer here on number 13. So I'm going to write the answer just like this. I'm going to write it as this is going to be 48 kwacha 75 ngwe. This is the answer. Okay, so this is the amount. This is the amount, the interest the businessman made after investing 650 kwacha. So he made the interest of 48 kwacha 75 ngwe. Okay, now let's go to the next question. The next question is simplify that. So we're going to simplify that. So we're going to simplify 2x plus 4xy minus x plus 6xy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the book again. Okay, so let me just copy the question. So the question, I'm going to copy it here. It's 2x. I'll show you. Let me just copy the question. 2x plus 4xy minus x plus 6xy. Okay, so this is the question I've copied just here. I'm sure you can see here. This is the same expression I've got in the question. So what I need to do now here, is I need to rewrite, to put like terms together. So what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to write 2x, okay? Then I'm going to look for the other term that has x, you see? This one, they have got the same variable, so we're going to say minus x, which is 1x in the other term. Then once I've done that, then I'm going to write that is plus 4xy. Then once I've done that, then I'm going to say plus 6xy. Okay, these are like terms. Now as you can see, I've put these in groups of like terms. Once I've done that, then I'm going to have something like 2x minus x will give us x. Then we're going to have 4xy plus 6xy will give us 10xy, positive 10xy, so it's going to be plus 10xy. And this is the answer you need to write, to record in your answer sheet. So I'm going to get my answer sheet. I was working question 14. So question 14, I found that in question 14 I found that the answer is x plus 10xy. Okay, so that is the answer, x plus 10xy. Okay, now we go to the next question. Okay, so then I'm going to put my answer sheet to this side. You need to do that every time you find an answer. Please don't write it here in the question paper. Please find somewhere you can write it in the answer sheet. Not find somewhere, but write in the answer sheet. So you take your answer after you found it, you write it into the answer sheet, just like the way I'm doing like this. Okay, you make sure you write the answers on the answer sheet, and you make sure that you do not swap numbers or skip numbers or write the correct answers on wrong numbers. Please, you make sure that you write the answers on the correct answer, the correct number. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question is, in the diagram below, AB is equal to 12 centimeter and BC is equal to 15 centimeter, and angle ABC is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, then the question is here down. It's here down, calculate AC. So we need to calculate AC. So what we're going to do now here, we are going to, here there is a space here, I'm going to work it from here. So here we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. So what we're going to do is we're going to say hypotenuse squared is equal to adjacent squared plus I can say that one is okay, hypotenuse plus adjacent, we can also say opposite plus opposite squared. Okay, that is what we're going to use. So when you add these two, they should give you this. Okay, so what we're going to do now here, we're going to take this one as the opposite. Okay, we're going to take this as the opposite. So what we're going to do now here is we are going to say equal to, so what is the value of this? This is the hypotenuse, because you need to identify this. This is the hypotenuse, so line AC is hypotenuse, so we're going to say this will be hypotenuse. It's the one we are asked to find. Line AC, which is hypotenuse, is equal to, then we find what is here, the value of this. So this is 5, so we're going to have 5 centimeter cross bracket squared, 5 centimeter cross bracket squared, plus, and that is 12 centimeter. Then we say plus open bracket 12 centimeter cross bracket squared. Okay, so what is the square root? What is the square of 5? So when we're going to write first hypotenuse, then we say equal to 5 squared is equal to 25 centimeter squared plus 12 centimeter squared is 12 squared is equal to 144 centimeter squared. Okay, then once we have done that, then we're going to say hypotenuse squared. Okay, here I forgot to put squared. Hypotenuse squared is equal to, okay, then we add this, which is going to give us 169. 25 plus 144 will give us 169. Then we're going to say centimeter squared. Okay, then what we're going to do now here, we're going to find the square root of these terms, the two terms, the hypotenuse squared and 169 squared. Okay, so hypotenuse squared is going to give us hypo, the squared will be out. The square root of hypotenuse squared will give us hypotenuse, which will be equal to, then we say 169, the square root of 169 is going to be 13 centimeter. Okay, so 13 centimeter is the value of the area, which is AC. So we can say AC is equal to 13 centimeter. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to get the paper here and then indicate my answer, which is 13 centimeter, or we can say AC is equal to 13 centimeter. Okay, so you can write either of the two, so you can write this one or this one, just say 13 centimeter, but I'll prefer you write AC is equal to 13 centimeter. Okay, now let's go to question number 16. Okay, so question number 16, we are asked to find the value of the cube root of 64 and the square root of 25. So the cube root of 64, so I'm going to just write equal to, what is the cube root of 64? The cube root of 64, the number that you can multiply by itself 3 times in order to get 64 is 4. Because 4 times 4 give us 16, 16 times 4 will give us 64. So the cube root of 64 is 4. If you don't know how to find the cube root, please check on our video where we wrote the square root and the cube root of numbers. So you just go on the playlist called cubes and the cube roots, or square roots and the cube roots. You watch the video on how to find the cube root of a number, you are going to learn more. So the cube root of 64 is 4, and the square root minus the square root of 25 minus the square root of 25, which is 5. Okay, and when we find this the difference of this, so what we can do here to find the difference, we are going to say which number is bigger between these two. We're going to say 5 is bigger, so we're going to say minus. So we're going to use the sign of 5, which is a negative sign. So we're going to say minus, then we say 5 minus 4, or 4 from 5 will remain with 1. So the answer is going to be negative 1. So the value of cube root of 64 minus the square root of 25 is negative 1. So I'm going to write here the answer, which is negative 1. Okay, please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, we can go to the next question. Okay, so we come here, we say, now let's solve the next question, which is question 17. So we're going to question 17. As you can see, question 16 has been answered. So we go to question 17. Question 17, we're going to say this. So what we're going to do, this is the expression. The next thing we're going to do is we put like terms together. So that means 5x is equal to, then 13 minus, now since this is plus, it's going to cross the equal sign, it's going to be minus 3. Okay, minus 3, that is going to be equal to 5x. Okay, 5x, then 13 minus 3 will give us 5x is equal to 13 minus 3 will give us 10. Then we divide both sides by 5, then this will be cancelled out, then leaving us with I'm going to say leaving us with equal to, leaving us with x, then we say equal to, then 5 into 10 is going to go 2 times, so which is going to be x is equal to 2. So the value of x in that expression, in that equation, is 2. So the value of x is 2. So we're going to say x is equal to 2. So I'm going to write x is equal to 2. That's the value of that x. Okay, so now I've put it on question 17 as well, which is 17. We've got x is equal to 2. So the value of x in that equation is 2. Let's go to question number 18. Okay, question number 18 is as follows. In the following diagram, the bearing of t from S is 140. The question is here down. It's here. I'm sure you can see it. It's here. Okay, the question is find the bearing of S from T. Okay, so we want to find the bearing of AC from T. Okay, so the bearing, it should be here from T. So I'm going to draw the line like that. This is the north line as well. So this line is parallel to this line. And then we are told to find the bearing of S from T. So S from T. So where is S from T? Let's check. Okay, so AC from T. So the question, we are told to find S from T, and S from T it's here. Okay. Okay. So I was saying the bearing of S from T is this one here, the one I've drawn, so up to here. Okay, so now we know that this line and this line are parallel lines, and then this line, which is ST is a transversal. Okay, this now we can, to find the bearing of this, we can use two methods. Okay, so the first one is what I'm going to do is I'm going to identify, since these are two parallel lines, that means this angle is alternate to this angle, and we know that alternate angles are what? Are equal. Okay, so we are saying this angle is alternate to this angle, and alternate are equal. That means this angle is going to be 140 also. Now this angle is just from here up to here, not including this. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, so this is 140. Now this angles on a straight line is equal to 180. That means this angle is also 180 degrees. So to find the bearing of this of S from T, we can just add 180 and 140 degrees. So which is going to be 180 degrees plus 180 degrees plus 140 degrees, which will give us 320 degrees. 0 plus 0 will give us 0. 4 plus 80 will give us 12, so we're going to write 2, carry 1. 1 plus 1 will give us 2 plus 1, that is 3. That is how we're going to get 320. That is the first method. The other method you can use is, if we don't know the value of these angles, if we don't know the value of these angles, or we don't use this method, we use a different one. Okay, we just consider this bearing. What we can do now, once we have realized that this is a straight line and this is the bearing, what we can do is, since these two are parallel lines, we know that we can use the property of co-interior angles. This angle and this angle will give us 180. Now, since this is 140 plus 40, or plus 140 plus this angle should give us 180. So we can come up with an expression, say 180, 140 degrees plus, we don't know this angle, we can even call it x. We say plus x is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, then we say, we put like terms together, then we're going to have x is equal to 180 degrees minus 140. 140, because it's crossing the equal sign, becomes minus 140 degrees. Okay, we can say degrees. Then we find the difference. We're going to say x is equal to 40 degrees. Okay, now this way we have used the property of co-interior angles. There are two methods that you can use. Okay, so the second one is the one I'm demonstrating here, where you use the property of co-interior angles. You find the angle of this. Then after you found the angle of this, which is 40 degrees, okay, then we're going to use the property which is called the angles on a point add up to 360 degrees. Angle at a point add up to 360 degrees. So since angles at a point add up to 360 degrees, so the entire this revolutionary angle, the entire angle, this one, the 360 degrees, the only angle which is known is 40 degrees. So the unknown angle should be minus 40 degrees. So you can say this angle, you can call it as well as y. So you can say 40 degrees plus y. Now remember y, this is the bearing we're looking for. Y is the bearing we're looking for, is equal to 360 degrees. So we're going to put like terms together, then it will be y is equal to 360 degrees minus, since it's going to cross the equal sign, it's going to become minus 40 degrees. Then when you subtract that, you're going to have y is equal to 320 degrees. 360 degrees minus 40 will give us 320 degrees. So 320 degrees, this is the bearing, this is the entire bearing. So that is the same answer we found when you use that method. So basically, that's how you can find the bearing in an exam, just like I've demonstrated. So again, I found the bearing, so I'm going to go there and say, I'm going to write the answer to be 300, so not 360, but 320. Okay, let me just put it here. Should be 320 degrees. This is the bearing of S from T. Okay, this is the bearing of AC from, this is the bearing of AC from T. The bearing of S from T is 320 on number 18. Now we can go to number 19. Okay. So number 19. We have that question there, which we need to. The question is convert 11.001 in base 2 to base 10. Okay, so what we're going to do now here, I'm going to get this book since there are not much space there. I'm going to use that, and we are told to convert. So the number we're converting is 11.001 in base 2 to base 10. That's the number we're going to convert. So what I'm going to do now here, I'm going to use the place value method. I'm going to use the place value method. If you don't want to know about another method of changing numbers in base 2 into base 10, you can check on our video. We have got a video where we talked about changing numbers in different bases into base 2 into base 10. Okay, let's go. So what we're going to do now here, I'm going to write them in place values. So I've got 11 here, then this one plus. So what is the value? What is the place value of this one? The place value of this one is 1s, and the place value of this is 2s. So I'm going to multiply by what? By 2 here. Okay. Then plus, then 1 multiplied by 1, then plus I'm going to multiply 0.5 multiplied by, or let me say, I'm going to multiply by a fraction which is 1 over 2 multiplied by 1, close bracket, then I'm going to say plus, then this, the place value is going to be 1 over 25, okay, or 1 over 4, not 25, 1 over 4. Then I'm also going to multiply, okay, close bracket, whatever I written now. So I'm going to multiply by 0 as well, then close bracket, then plus, then open bracket, then I'm going to multiply 1 over 80 multiplied by 1. It's 1. Now at the end it's 1. Okay, here, this is 1. Okay, this is the one I've picked and multiplied by there. Okay, I hope it's clear. So 2 by this will give us 2. 1 by 2 will give us 2. Then plus 1 by 1 will give us 1 point plus. Then we are going to say 1 over 2 by that will give us 1 over 2. Then plus. Oh, sorry, to give us 0. So 1 over 2 here where I've put 1, it should be 0. Here it should be 0, not 1. Sorry, excuse me, it should be 0, not 1. Okay, 0. Then we're going to say, so here it's going to be, the answer is going to be 0. And also here we multiply 1 over 4 times 0 will give us plus 0. Then it's going to give us 0. 1 over 4 times 0 to give us 0. Then 1 over 8 multiplied by 1 will give us plus 1 over 8. Okay, so I'm going to convert this one into a decimal number. So this one is going to give us 3. Then 3 plus 0 plus 0 will still be 3. Then plus, then this we say 8 into 10, it can't. It's going to go. It can't. So we're going to write 0. Then we put even the decimal point and we add 0 to the one here. It's going to be 1. 8 into 10, it's going to be 1. Then remainder 2. Then 8 into 2, it can't. So we're going to add 0 here. You don't have to add the decimal point. You just add 0. Then 8 into 20, it's going to go 2 times. Remainder 4. Okay, remainder 4. Then we're going to say 8 into 4, it can't, so we're going to add 0 here. Then we're going to say 8 into 40, it's going to go 5 times, and there will be no remainder. That means I've converted the fraction, which is 1 over 8, into a decimal number, which is 0.125. Okay, so when we add 3 plus 0.125, so 3 plus 0 will give us 3. Then 1, these, they will remain the same, so it's going to be 1, 2, 5. So the converting 1.001, or sorry, converting 11.001 in base 2 will give us converting 1.001 base 2 into base 10 will give us 3.125. 3.125 in base 10. So the correct answer for this question which is question, this is question 19, is the correct answer here. Now I need to indicate this answer here. Let me just put the book here. The correct answer here is 3.125. Okay, in base 10. So converting 1 into converting 1.001 base 2 into base 10 will give us 3.125 in base 10. Okay, we go to question 20. Okay, go to question 20. So question 20 is as follows. Question 20 is as follows. There are 9 boys and 15 girls in a class. What is the ratio of girls to boys in the class in its lowest term? What is the ratio of girls to boys? So what you need to do, I'm going to use this space here on top. We are told to find the ratio of, the ratio is girls to boys. So you need to pay attention to the ratio given, which is girls to boys. So you need to pay attention to this ratio. So it's girls to boys. So you can write G to B. Right? So girls to boys. So we are told girls how many? 15. Don't just slash numbers because 9 is appearing first, you put it first, the answer will be wrong. So you pay attention to the information. So girls were told they are 15. So we're going to put 15 here. To how many boys? So boys were told they are boys, they were told they are 9. It's here 9. So we're going to write to 9. Okay, now once we have done that, then we're going to find a common number that can go into both. So we know that 3 can go into both. So 3 into 15 will go 5 times, and 3 into 9 is going to go 3 times. So the ratio is 5 to 3 in its lowest term. Remember, they have said we take the ratio to its lowest term, so the ratio is going to be 5 to 3. So the correct answer is 5 to 3. So I'm not going to forget, I'm going to go back to the question paper and write the answer, which is 5 to 3. Okay, that's the ratio of girls to boys is 5 to 3. Okay, if you have got questions, if there's anywhere left behind, you can ask in the comment section. I'll be very glad to respond to your questions. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, the next question is, the volume of the wooden block is 150 centimeter cubic and its density is 0.5. Its density is 0.5 grams per centimeter cubic. Find the mass of the block. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the mass of the block. So to find the mass of the block, what we need to know is to find the mass of the block, to find the mass when density and volume is involved, we multiply density by volume. Okay, density by volume is going to give us the mass of the block. Okay, so we can see that we have got what is the density. We are told density is 0.05 times 150. Okay, 150. Okay, so what we can do now here is we can ignore the decimal numbers, or we can say, yes, we can ignore the decimal numbers, and remember we are multiplying numbers. Sorry, we can ignore the decimal places, but we should remember that this number has got 2 decimal places and this has none. So between the two numbers we are multiplying, there are 2 decimal places. So we're going to multiply 5 by 150. We ignore first the decimal places to make our calculation easy. So we're just going to say 5 by 150. So 5 by 150 is going to give us 750. Okay, now remember how many decimal places are found in the numbers we've multiplied. There is only 1, 2. So there are 2 decimal places. That means this answer is going to have 2 decimal places. So we're going to move the decimal place from here, 1, 2. So it's going to be here. The decimal point is going to be here. So our answer is 7.5. Okay, so that is 7.5 grams. Because remember, we are looking for the mass. So the answer is 7.5 grams. So I'm going to get the paper again, and I'm going to write the answer, and this is question 21. So I'm going to write my answer here, which is 7.5 okay, 7.5 grams. Okay, you don't forget to write the answer on the answer sheet. We go to question number 22. Okay, so question number 22, we are told the Venn diagram shows sets A and B. So set A and B, that is set A and B. Use set notation to describe the shaded region. So the shaded region which is there is to use set notation. As you can see, the sets A and B are completely not shaded. So when we look at both sets are not shaded, so we can say open bracket A union, because two of them are not shaded, so we can say A union B cross bracket complement. Okay, A union B complement. These are that's how we can describe the shaded part, which is they have shaded elements that are not the members of A or B. Okay, so the members that are shaded are neither members of A nor B. So we go to question number. Okay, before we go to the next question, we go to the answer sheet and indicate our answer. So our answer is open bracket set A union B cross bracket complement. Okay, so that is, those are the two, that is the set notation. That's how we can describe the shaded area. That is A union B complement. Okay, A union B complement. Those are the members which are shaded. Okay, so you be careful, you read the question thoroughly well, because sometimes they can say use the set notation to describe the area which is not shaded. So you read the question very well. If you don't, you misquote the question and you write wrong answers. Okay, we go to question number 23. Given that f of x is equal to is equal to 5 minus 2x, find the value of f of negative 3. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to replace. So I'm going to say, okay, here I'm going to write, so I'm going to write f of negative 1, okay, is equal to 5, okay, minus 2 multiplied by negative 1. Okay, so we're going to say equal to, then we're going to say we multiply that. First we consider this times this will give us positive 2, so we're going to have 5 plus 2. Okay, 5 plus 2, which will give us equal to 7. So f of negative 1 will give us the answer, which is 7. So f of negative 1 is equal to 7. So I'm going to write that on the answer to say, I'm going to write something like f of negative 1 is equal to 7. That will be the answer. F of negative 1 is equal to 7. That is the answer. We go to question 24. Please, if you are behind, you have not understood exactly, you ask. I will be glad to respond to you. We go to question number 24. The size of each interior angle of a regular polygon is 165 degrees. Find the number of sides of this polygon. Find the number of sides of this polygon. Okay, so we all know that the exterior angle plus interior angle gives us 180 degrees. They lie on the straight line. So if the size of each interior angle of a regular polygon is 165, then the value of the exterior angle is equal to 180 minus 165. So what we're going to do now here is we're going to write now here. Remember, the interior and the exterior angle, they lie on the same straight line. So meaning the size of the interior angle plus the size of the exterior angle will give you 180 degrees. So since the interior angle is 160 degrees, then therefore the value of the exterior angle is equal to the difference of 180 and 165 degrees. So what you need to do is you need to write 180 degrees minus 165 degrees. So what is the value of the exterior angle is equal to 15 degrees. Okay. Now, for us to find the number of sides which are asked in the question, find the number of sides. Now, this is what we're going to use. We know that the sum of exterior angles, is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, the sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. No matter how many exterior angles are, no matter how much the number of exterior angles are, the sum is 360 degrees. Okay, and then we also know that the number of angles is equal to the number of sides. So we can find the number of angles to find the number of sides. If we know the number of angles, then we even know the number of what? Sides. Okay, so what we're going to do now here, we're going to divide 360 degrees, which is 360 degrees is the total sum of interior and of exterior angles. 360 is the total sum of exterior angles. Then we are going to divide it by 15 degrees, because 15 degrees is the size of the exterior angle. So it's going to be divided by 15 degrees. That means when you add the number of angles, they are, it's going to give you 360 degrees. So if you add all the exterior angles, should give you 360 degrees. And this is the property you need to know, that the sum of exterior angles is always constant, which is 360 degrees. So we're going to say 15 into 3, it's going to go 2 times. 15 into 6, it's going to go 4 times. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I've divided very well. So yeah, let me see if you have done 15. Okay, 15 into 30, it's 2 times. Into 36 is 2 times. Then 15 into 60, because we are going to remain with it. Into 36, it will go 2 times, remainder 6. Then 15 into 6, it won't. Then we shall get this 0, it becomes 60. 15 into 60, it will go 4 times, and this is the 4 which is here. So it will have 24 sides. So this polygon has got 24 sides. So this polygon has got 24 sides. Okay, so if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. As you ask, let me also write here the answer, which is this is the answer for question number 24. So I'm going to write my answer here, which is 24 sides. Okay, you don't just write 24. The examiners are not going to know whether it's sides or degrees. So you write 24 degrees and 24 sides. You put the word sides. Okay, once I've done that, now we can go to question number 25. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Please don't forget that you are watching Easy Learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video. Oh no, we have not yet done. It's not see you in the next video. But let's continue solving this question paper. Let's go to question 25. So question 25, we asked to solve the inequation, which is 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5 is less than 10. So we're saying 3x minus 5 is less than 10. So what we're going to do here, we're going to put like terms together. So that means we're going to remain with 3x here. Then this will cross the equal sign. So we're going to have is less than. Then we write 10. Then this, when it crosses the sign, it's going to be plus. Then plus what? Plus 5. It's going to be plus 5. Okay, then that means we're going to have 3x plus 3x is less than 10 plus 5 will give us 15. Then we're going to divide both sides by 3 because we want to remain with x on this side. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. Then we cancel 3 and there. Then we're going to have 3. We're going to have x here. Sorry, we're going to have x here. Okay. Then we're going to say is less than. Then 3 into 15 we're going to have 5. So the answer is going to be x is less than 5. So the value of x in that equation is x is less than 5. That's the correct answer. So we're going to write that answer on the answer sheet. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask, but as you ask, let me write the answer on my answer sheet. So this is what you need to do as well as you write the exams. You should write x is less than 5. Okay, so x is less than 5. That is the answer we have found. So we can go to the next question, which is question 25. So I'm going to put my answer sheet on the other side. Then I'm going to start. We're going to question 26. Question 6 is as follows. The table shows marks scored in mathematics test by learners in grade 9 class. Marks, those are the marks: 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Number of learners, we have got 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay, then we are given a question here, which is down here, which is given that the pass mark was 15, how many learners failed the test? So the pass mark was 15. As you can see, the columns for marks are here. The law for the marks is here. This is the law for the marks, and the pass mark was 15. So the pass mark is 15. So children who passed the exam, it's beginning here. These, they passed the exam, and then these starting from 14 down here going this side, they failed the exams. So how many passed the exam? So how many failed the test? How many failed the test? So you can add 2 plus 1, it's 3, plus 3, it's 6. Okay, the number of learners who failed the exams are 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6 learners failed the exam. So this one is simple. You just go there and write 6 learners failed the exam. Okay, very good. Now, since you are watching Easy Learning Z, there will be no learner that will fail mathematics. Please, I urge you to watch our videos. If you are writing mathematics grade 9 mathematics this year, please watch. Just if you're going to write paper 1, just watch 3 videos, or the entire 3 videos in the day before you go to write the exams. I assure you are not going to fail the exam. At least the 3 papers, you go through them, all of them, 3 of them from question 1 to 30, 3 of them, I'm telling you are going to pass the mathematics exam. Let's go to the next question since we are done with question 26. So question 26, we go to question 27. In the following diagram, ABCD is a straight line. As you can see, this is ABCD, a straight line. Angle ABE, angle ABE is equal to 121 degrees, and angle DCE is equal to 100 degrees. Find angle BEC. So we are told to find this angle. Okay, so we are told to find this angle. We can call it C. So what are we going to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to find the angles here and these angles here. These are the weakest point they have given us to use. So let me start on this side, which is simpler, which is 100. Now we know that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So meaning this angle and this angle, they add up to 180 degrees. So if 2 of these angles, they add up to 180 degrees, what is the value of this angle? It's 80 degrees. Okay, it's 80 degrees. Okay, and then this angle and this angle add up to 180. And if this is 121, what is the value of this angle? The value of this angle will be 59. Please, if my calculations are wrong, you can help me in the comment section, but otherwise I'm sure it's 59. When you add 121 and 59, they'll give you 180 degrees. Now, we should also know that angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Angles in a triangle, this is a triangle, it has got 3 angles here. They add up to 180 degrees. So when you add this angle and this angle together, the difference of this angle, of the sum of these 2 angles and 180 will give us the answer here. Okay, so when you add this and this, it's going to give us 139. So we have got 139 plus this angle, which we are calling x, is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so because 50 plus this, it's going to be 30, then plus 90, 139. So 139, we're going to put like terms together. So it's going to be x is equal to 180 degrees minus 139 degrees. Okay, so when we find the difference of that, we're going to write to say x is equal to 180 minus 139 will give us 41 degrees. So the value of this angle is 41 degrees. Okay, that's the value of angle BEC. So angle BEC is equal to 41 degrees. So we're going to write here to say angle BEC. So we can put even the angle sign here is equal to 41 degrees. Okay, so angle BEC is equal to 41 degrees. Please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Now let's go to question 28. Okay, 29 we are done. We go to question 28. We are almost there. We are almost there. Please stay with us. Don't get bored. Let's hope we are engaged. Please remember to pause the video every time you go to the next question. You pause the video so that you try it, and then later on you see if my answers are correct. Okay. Given that a is equal to 3 and b is equal to negative 2, find the value of 2b minus c a squared. Okay, 2b minus a squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this book here so that I can show you how to. So I'm going to write the expression which is 2b minus a squared. So I'm going to write 2b minus a squared. So what is the value of, so I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to write 2. Now what is the value of b? So we are told b is what? Is negative 2. So b is negative 2, as you can see there where I've pointed. So 2b is negative 2. So I'm going to multiply by negative 2. Then minus. Then what is minus a? What is the value of a? It's 3. It's 3. So I'm going to say minus 3 squared. Okay. Then we're going to multiply this by that, which is going to give us negative 4. Okay. It's going to give us negative 4. I'm sure you are able to see it's going to give us negative 4. Okay. So we're going to say, I've said 2 by negative 2 will give us negative 4. Then negative 4 minus 9. Okay. Because 3 squared will give us 9. Okay, then we say negative. Now the signs, as you can see, this is a negative and this is a negative. Since the signs are the same, so we're going to maintain the negative sign. Then we say 4 plus 9. When the signs are the same, you add the numbers. So 4 plus 9 will give us 4 plus 9 will give us 13. 4 plus 9 will give us 13. So 13 is the value of that expression. So I'm going to write negative 13. So negative 13 is the value of that expression. So if we write, we use this information. Remember, this topic is coming from the topic of substitution under integers. So the value of this will be negative 13. So I'm going to write that answer on question 20. This is question 28. So I'm going to write my answer on question 28, which is negative 13. Okay, negative 13, that is the answer on question 28. Now let's go to question 29. Okay, question 29 is as follows. A girl that had 250 to spend, she bought the following items: 2 packets of sugar. So she bought 2 packets of sugar at 34 kwacha each. So what we're going to do here, this information is telling us that he bought 2 packets of sugar at 34 kwacha each. Now the word each packet was bought at 34 kwacha. So that means we're going to say 2, he bought 2 packets. Remember, we are told he bought 2 packets. So we're going to say 2 by 34 plus. Now we want to come up with a total, because the question here is asking us to say, is asking us how much did she spend. So I want to know how much she spent. Okay. Then we come to the second point, which is here. We are told 2.5 liters of cooking oil at 104 kwacha. There is no each, so 2.5, the entire 2.5 was bought at 104 kwacha. So I'm going to write 104 kwacha. As you can see, I'm ignoring these zeros. These zeros, I'm ignoring them, and I also urge you to ignore them. when you are adding, because sometimes they may end up confusing you. So you just ignore them, just like I've done. Okay, then ways, unless under these ways there are no zeros. Okay, under these ways there are no zeros, then you don't ignore them. Okay. Okay, once we do that, then we're going to come on the third point, which is here, here 3 sachets of milk at 24 kwacha. So as you can see, there is no each at the end. There is no each at the end here. That means the whole 24 kwacha was spent on 3 sachets. So it might be probably per sachet is 8 kwacha. Okay, so that means we're going to write plus 24. Now you can see that I've even ignored the kwacha sign. Here I want just to make a total, but when I'm writing the answer, I'm going to put the kwacha sign. So 2 times 34 will give us 68 plus 100. For 104 plus 24 will give us 128. So I'm not going to write 104, but I'll write 128. Okay, so 68 plus 128, 8 plus 8 will give us 16, so I'm going to write 6, carry 1. Then 2 plus 8 will give us 8 plus 1, 9. Then 1 plus 0 will give us 1, so it's going to be like that. It's going to be 108 kwacha. So the amount this girl spent is 196, 196, not 198, but 196. So I'm going to write first here, I'm going to write 196. Then we go to question number B. Okay, question number B. Question number B is how much was her change? How much was her change? Now we go back to the statement. We are told she was given 250 kwacha. So that means I'm going to write 2. I'm going to ignore the kwacha sign. Then I'm going to say 250 kwacha minus 196. Then I do like this. Then 0 minus 6 it can't. So we're going to borrow 1 from 5. Then we're going to remain with 4. Then it's going to be 10. It's going to be 4. Then 14 here. 4 minus 9 it can't. So we're going to borrow 1 here. It's going to be 1 here. So it's going to be 14. And it's going to be 54. Okay. 1 minus 1 is 0. And if you're in nursery, that's when you need to put 0 here. But if you're not, you don't. So that means the was 50 kwacha. So we're going to write here 54 kwacha. Now I almost forgot the kwacha sign, so I'm going to rub this, the answer on B. Then I'm going to put the kwacha sign, which is like this. Then it's going to be 54 like this. So 54 kwacha like this. 54 kwacha is the change she went with. So on B, I'm going to put 54 like that. Okay, once I've done that, then I can go to question number 30, the final question. I'm going to put my answer sheet here. Okay, the question 30 was the following triangles are similar. Okay, so you can see 9, 6, 3. Then the question is, now we can start the triangles. You take time, you start the triangles. You take time, you start the triangles, so they are similar. So we can see that those are the triangles. So what we can do now is, since they are similar, then we can go to the question, which is find the ratio AB to DE in its lowest term. So we have got AB. So AB is 1. Okay. Then DE is this one. So when you look at this, you can just flip it down. Let me try to flip it down like this. It can be like this, and then this will be E. Okay, and this E is going to be like this. Now if you look at this triangle, forget about this one on top. When you look at this triangle, that means they have said they are the same way. Okay, they have set the same way. So we can say this is AB and this is DE, and that's what we asked to find. So what we're going to do, since we this angle here it's given and this is given, we can use this. So we can say the ratio, which is AC. Okay, we can say AC to DE, right? Okay, to DE is the same as, so we can try to see the ratio, which is this one is 9 and this one is 3. Okay, when we reduce this and this, it's going to be 3 and it's going to be 1. Okay, so the ratio should be 1. So what will be the value of A? So we can pick this ratio and use it. But since they have said find the ratio A, B, and DE, so you can use this ratio, because if these are similar, that means their sides, each side is the proportional side, or the corresponding sides are proportional. The corresponding sides are what? Proportional. So meaning, if we have to find the value of this one DE, then the value is going to be proportional to the value of AB. Okay, the value is going to be proportional to the value of AB. So since this is 1 to then that is 6, so which means we can say the ratio which is AB, which is equal to DE, is going to be, this is 6, as you can see, this is 6 centimeter, and then this one is going to be 2. So that when we reduce it to its lowest proportion, is going to be 3 to 1, and this will be the ratio. So the lowest ratio is 3 to 1, and that is what you write. Or what you can do is you can find the length of this side. You can find the length of this side, the length of this side. When you find the length of this side, then you find the ratio, and the length is going to be 2 centimeter. Here it's going to be 2 centimeter. Since sides are corresponding sides are proportional, that means they have got the same ratio. Okay, so the answer is 3 to 1. So here you write the answer, which is 3 to 1 is the ratio in its lowest form. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. So basically, these are the answers examiners were expecting to write. I'm sure if you submitted this paper, definitely they will be looking for you to say how did you manage to score all the answers correct. You'll be among the few that can score all the answers correct. So thank you so much for watching. I urge you to watch our videos. So please remember, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've been solving mathematics, that is August external paper 1 2022. I will be solving paper 2 2022 soon, so please just stay with us. You can also watch other videos where I solved other papers. Please watch out for mathematics paper 2 and science 2022 external. We would also extend to social studies and other subjects like computer. So please with us, remember to invite your friends and also share with your friends, so that they can also learn on how to solve mathematics questions. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. I don't have to tell you that. The future has been bright with easy learning zed-Mathematics, and it will continue being bright. If you doubt us, stay with us for some time. You will prove that. Thank you so much for watching. Please